What's going on, everybody? This is yours truly. Today, as I was thinking, I was reminded of an analogy that I saw as I was part of a conference a little while ago. The speaker was on stage. He brought out $100 bill. He brought out the $100 bill and asked the crowd. He said, "Who wants to see this $100 bill?" Everybody rushed. People were shouting, "Yeah, I want a $100 bill." As you can imagine, you would want the $100 bill as well. So he takes the $100 bills, he crumbles the $100 bill, crumbles it up, and then still asks the question, who still wants this $100 bill? Obviously, people were like, yeah. People were still shouting. People still wanted the $100 bill. He then goes up after crumbling the $100 bill, throws it to the floor, stomps on the $100 bill, steps on it, and then picks it up and still asks, who wants this $100 bill? And the people still wanted it, as you can imagine. People were still saying, yeah. People were still excited to try to get the $100 bill. And then he was puzzled. Then he picked up the $100 bill, looked at it, crumbled it, threw it on the ground, left it there, looked at the crowd for about 3 to 5 seconds, picked it up and said, who still want the $100 bill? And people still wanted the $100 bill. What's the point of that story? Like the $100 bill, many of you guys might have been stumped on, forgotten, mistreated by people who didn't quite understand your value. But just like the $100 bill, no matter what condition you might be in, you don't lose your value. You are what God has deposited in you, no matter what your current state may say. Like the $100 bill, whether it is wrinkled up, whether it is stumped on, whether it has dust on it, it still has its value. You are too anointed to stay anonymous. The values that God has deposited in you are too great for you to die with them in you. The world needs to know more of what God has placed in you. No matter what others, because often enough when somebody doesn't understand your value, they often violate you. For those of you guys who have been violated by people who didn't quite understand your value, my prayer is that you don't lose hope, because they couldn't destroy the value that's in you. You are too anointed to stay anonymous. I hope you have a blessed day. Small word of encouragement. Remember, you're God's very best. Take care.